Winds howled over Thunder Mountain, where jagged peaks clawed at the sky like the fingers of ancient gods. Lightning cracked across the heavens, illuminating the peak where it stood. The bolt urn, an artifact of unimaginable power, its vessel containing the very essence of lightning itself. It had only one guardian, Tharos, the god of the storm. For centuries none dared challenge his dominion. No mortal, no beast, no demon, until tonight. From the abyss below, a shadow rose, a nightmare in flesh and fire. Mausereth, the half-man, half-demon warlord, his crimson skin pulsed with infernal energy, his jagged black horns curling backward, framing a face of twisted malice. His burning yellow eyes glowed like molten gold, filled with hunger and hatred. The storm above did not frighten him. It called to him. In his massive clawed hands, he held a great sword wreathed in flames, embers trailing as he strode forward. Behind him, 10 skeletal warriors marched, their rusted armor clanking, their hollow sockets flickering with eerie blue fire. The power of the storm will be mine, Mausereth growled, his voice thick with arrogance. With it, I shall burn the heavens and shatter the gods. Then, the sky answered. A thunderclap louder than a war drum shattered the night as the clouds twisted, forming a vortex of crackling fury. From the storm, he descended, bathed in lightning, his white and blue karate gi billowing in the winds of the storm. His conical Asian hat cast a shadow over his face, his glowing white eyes piercing through the darkness. He carried no weapon, for he was the storm itself. Tharos' feet touched the ground, but he did not move. He simply stood, unshaken, unchallenged, unbowed. Demon filth, his voice rumbled like distant thunder. You believe you can claim the power of the storm. You are but a flickering shadow before the might of the sky. Mausereth snarled. His clawed fingers tightened around the hilt of his flaming greatsword, his burning yellow eyes narrowing. He had not come to speak. He had come to take. Kill him, he roared. The skeletal warriors surged forward, rusted blades raised, their empty sockets burning with unnatural fire. Tharos merely raised his hand, and the sky obeyed. A bolt of divine lightning incinerating half the undead in an instant. Bones turned to ash before they hit the ground. The remaining warriors hesitated only for a moment before swarming him from all sides. Tharos was faster than the wind. His movements were the storm. Lightning flowed, strike. A single step and his fist through the brittle ribcage of one warrior, and bones scattering across the street. Another leap forward, its rusted sword swinging toward him. Tharos caught it in the air, shattering the blade with his bare hands before sending the creature hurtling off the mountainside. One by one, they fell. Mausereth did not flinch. He leaped forward, his flaming greatsword carving through the storm-charged air, its fire burning hotter than hell itself. Tharos did not move. The greatsword came down with the force to split mountains, and Tharos caught it. With one bare hand, he stopped the demon's blade mid-strike, then died. Mausereth's yellow eyes widened. Impossible. Tharos' glowing white eyes burned even brighter. A single word left his lips. A devastating fist of lightning struck his chest. The force of the blow sent a shockwave through the mountain. Splintering stone as the demon warlord was launched back, crashing through solid rock before tumbling onto the battlefield. Mausereth coughed black ichor, clawing at the ground, his body barely holding together. His once mighty armor cracked and scorched. He tried to rise, but his body refused to obey. Tharos stepped forward, unscathed, his glowing white eyes locked onto the broken warlord. The storm above swirled dark and vengeful, waiting for its master's decree. Mausereth clenched his fists, rage still burning in his wounded body. Tharos raised his arms, summoning the storm's final judgment. The sky split apart. The heavens howled. A single bolt of lightning, as vast as a mountain, as powerful as the gods themselves, crashed down from above. Mausereth screamed as the divine energy consumed him, his body writhing in agony, his armor melting, his very soul cracking under the weight of celestial wrath. When the light faded, silence reigned. The battlefield lay scorched, the earth broken. Mausereth lay smoldering, his body barely intact, his once proud wings tattered, his jagged horns broken. His flaming greatsword was now nothing more than a shattered relic at his side. He gritted his fangs, his burning yellow eyes dimming but still filled with rage. Tharos stood over him, untouched, eternal. His voice carried no anger, no hatred, only certainty. Crawl back to your pit, demon, Tharos said. Tell them the storm is eternal. Tell them the storm is undefeated. Mausereth let out a guttural snarl, his body shaking with rage and agony. He knew he had lost. With one last broken effort, his tattooed wings lifted him into the air, carrying him back into the abyss from whence he came. The storm calmed. The bolt urn remained untouched, and at the peak of Thunder Mountain, Tharos stood victorious, watching, waiting. For as long as he stood, no demon would ever claim the power of the gods.